So today I would like to explain more about what we are thinking and what we have been doing. So let's start with some information about the industry. So it's quite simple fact. Everyone already know NAND price is already collapsed. So every customer is really happy to buy the more SSD. So SSD industry is really growing. Particularly enterprise SSD market is a huge market now. So everyone knows that there's a big opportunity. So now some people start saying that era of SSD is coming. So many people expect that SSD will be the most important part of entire memory and storage stack. But at the same time, we need to understand that kind of opportunity cannot be given. It should be taken. To take that, we need to innovate this industry. So we need to understand what's going on now. So in any other industry, in every single industry, the way to innovate is just providing the better efficiency. So if you see this graph, with the introduction of the NVMe, the customer asks 6 times faster performance. But at the same time, customers are looking for much smaller form factor. So upper right, that's a first generation PCIe SSD. That's big. But as you know, now the most common form factor in data center is M.2. It's 6 times smaller than the original one. So combining that, considering the PCIe Gen3, I need to say 60 times more efficiency is required. It's asked by customer. But we need to think how this industry react as a supplier. That is a simple comparison between SATA and the PCIe. If you see, actually the enterprise NVMe SSD can provide 4 to 7 times faster performance. It's good. It's what customers are expecting. But to deliver the performance, usual SSD requires 4 to 7 times more power. So combining that, I need to say I cannot see any improvement of efficiency. So probably one good metric would be the performance per power. So in terms of IOPS per watt, I don't really see any improvement. That's a huge issue. Every single customer complaining about the thermal issue of the SSD because the great performance consume a lot of power, that generates a big hit. That creates a lot of the issue in data center. So I would like to say existing situation is like this. Customers are asking smaller car, but they also ask much more performance. So now what people are doing is they just put bigger engine in a smaller car. I don't really think that that guy can drive this car properly. I don't think this car can utilize full performance of this engine. There is something wrong. But that is the situation of this industry now. No one really seriously taking this issue by far. That is the issue. So let's see more the detail. So that is the usual the M.2, the SSD, U.2 SSD. So many companies are arguing that we are delivering the really fast performance. Probably you're already sick and tired to hear the fast performance. Delivering the performance is really easy. If you can make a bigger engine, you can make a car faster. It's an easy thing, everyone can do it. The problem is, if you need to make it small, that's really huge issue. So, as far as I heard, there is not really many M.2 enterprise SSD because of that reason. So by far, as far as I understand, there is just few companies are providing proper M.2 SSD. Even for the industry leader, what we are seeing is this. They are making U.2, 3.3 gigabyte per sec, the sequential lead, that's decent. I don't really see the problem here. But to deliver the M.2, it's already issue of their power. So they need to cut their performance in M.2. That's a spec. Okay, that would be okay, I can say that. But the problem is starting here. If you put this drive into your system, that can start generating heat. That will be the big issue for data center. So they need to start to throttle. So as a result, what you can see in reality is just 1.4 gigabyte per second. So as a result, they need to decrease 60% of the performance. Do you think that any customer will like that? I do not think so. Do you think any customer is happy to see this number? I don't think so. That is the situation. We need to think about this matter really serious. But by far, no one really seriously talking about the thermal issue. Some people talking about, okay, I understand the thermal issue, so I would like to introduce the bigger form factor. Oh, there's a big heat sink, so you can remove the heat. Is it right approach? No, no customer wants to do that. It sounds me like, okay, I'm going fatter, so I need a better suit, right? Proper way is just kind of, I need to exercise, right? I need to go back to the normal shape. That is the right way. Why we need to ask my customer to change your suit? They already spent a lot of money to design the chassis. Why do we need to ask them to change your chassis for the new form factor? It doesn't make sense. It's a crazy idea. There is something wrong. This industry is missing something. That's what I'd like to say. But the problem is not there. Actually, we know PCIe Gen3 is already there, but many people start to saying about PCIe Gen4 is coming. As everyone knows, PCIe Gen4 will generate 2x performance, which means customer will ask 2 times faster performance. In Gen 5, customer will ask 4 times faster performance. Then we need to think about, what about power? What about heat? I can see the future. Future would be like this. I'm serious, I'm not kidding. That is the situation. This industry needs to understand this issue seriously. So I think it's a time to go back. We need to think about the basic thing. But I need to say that is the not only issue of this industry. When I started my company in 2015, I tried to ask, what is your requirement in spec? What is your requirement in the features? So I got many informations. So probably you are familiar with that many features. That's a good idea. I think that that's a great idea. Many people really want to have it. So actually, I almost killed my engineers to develop that. So we put the features into my SSD. Last year, when we designed our SSD, I went back to my customer and tell, okay, do you need any of this? Sadly, no one said yes. They said, oh, it's too early. We have no plan to adopt it. Do you think any of them is widely accepted in the market? No, not yet. It's not because this idea is bad, but because any SSD company delivering the proper product. That's another bad thing. We are not properly serving our customers. That is the issue. Why our customer need to struggle with that? So, as a result, customers are worrying about the situation, whether they can get the right feature, whether they can get the right performance, or whether they can build competitive the design of the data center. So this is the big problem. So now I can see industry is moving very different way. When we started our company, everyone asked me, okay, it's a time for NAND companies. NAND company will dominate this world, so there is no other SSD company will exist. That's what I heard a lot of times from my mentor, my customer, my competitor. They said, done. There's no more controller companies coming. It's just for SSD companies. But what we are seeing now is very weird. What we are seeing is our customers are starting building SSD. Do you expect the situation? Why they are building that? The reason is because they are sick and tired. They say, oh, I cannot wait anymore. There's no company who can deliver the proper product for my data center. So big data centers are starting building their own SSD. Is it okay? I think that is another issue. Why? why our customer need to build SSD by themselves. I don't think any of our customers has a better specialty on SSD. I don't think they have the specialty to understand the NAND and the flash memory, even though they are building SSD. That is another evidence that we are moving into the wrong direction. We are not properly serving our customers. We need to understand that. We need to fix this issue. So let's think, what should be delivered for customer properly? That's what I would like to deliver today. So number one, as people asked, just let's think about the basic. Deliver the right performance, which that spec is required. Just fully fill the PCI spec. Deliver PCI 3.0 performance. Deliver PCI 4.0 performance. That's number one. But there is one more constraint. Please keep the power budget. Do not generate any thermal issue while utilizing the bandwidth of the PCIe. That's a very basic thing, but I don't really see the right product to meet that requirement. That's the issue. At the same time, lastly, we need to deliver real innovation, which customer asks. It's a very basic thing. It sounds very easy and it sounds very natural, but I don't really see any other companies delivering that. That's what we saw in 2015, and that's why we started our company in 2015. So from now, I would like to explain what we are delivering now. So let's start with the first one. As I said, in M.2, there is no company are delivering the proper performance, right? Because of the thermal issue. Our product is different. As I said, there are just few companies. I would like to say that the two companies are delivering the right product at this moment in M.2 form factor for data center. They need to cut down the performance, so I don't really think that they are fully utilize the PCIe bandwidth. That's not PCIe product proper. Yes, I think that is kind of PCIe Gen2 product. PCIe Gen3 provides 3.5 gigabyte per second. You need to utilize that. That's what we are providing. At the same time, one more important thing is we are providing that performance with less than 5 watt in lead, less than 8 watt in write. That's the value that we can create. So in terms of the efficiency, for example, in terms of the IOPS per watt, our competitors are delivering just 60 to 40 IOPS per watt. That's not good. We are delivering about 160. So I would like to say we are delivering 3x performance, the efficiency to our customers. So that creates a lot of the freedom to our customers. They don't need to worry about the summer. They don't need to worry about the airflow. We will give a lot of freedom to design the sessions for our customers. That's the value that we are putting on the table. So let's see more detail. So that's a comparison with the industry leader now. It's a kind of the quite usual the workload, 70% read and 30% write. As you see, it's the same system. We can deliver around 2.5x performance, while we are maintaining more than 10 degree lower environment. That gives this huge thing. Probably you think that is not very important, but it's really big issue of the data center. They don't really need to worry about summer anymore. That's the value that we are developing. So as a result, in real workload situation, many data center SSDs are just fluctuating. They need to throttle. When it's go hot, they need to cut down the performance. So their performance is really struggling to make a right one. But we are very stable. That is the differentiation. Fluctuation creates a lot of issues. That creates SI issue, that creates a QoS issue, but you don't need to worry about it with our product. That's what we have. More importantly, as I said, key issue will start from the Gen4. Right? Gen4 will generate much more power issue, will generate much more thermal issue. But in our case, as I said, with less than 7.5 watt, we can utilize a full bandwidth of the Gen4. I think that's a real big deal. No one really thinks that M.2 can be possible in Gen4, but we can deliver. U1.S, they said U1.S will be proper form factor, but for now, even for U1.S, I don't really see the proper product who can deliver the right performance in that power envelope. That's what we can put on the table. So in terms of the performance-wise, I don't think that that's not enough. So as a efficiency, we can deliver more than 200 KIOPS per watt. That's a big deal. That's what you'd like to build. That's what you'd like to deliver to our customers. Probably some of them start thinking, performance is not important. I know there's a lot of guys that are talking about performance. So I understand. Probably latency QoS is much more important factor for data center customers. We know that. So we try harder to push that too. So that is a simple comparison about our QoS. So it's quite simple metric. There is a lot of the random read while some sequential write is coming. It's quite typical workload in data center. Right? In that case, comparison with our competitor who is a leader of this industry, it's a kind of 2.9, 3.9, 4.9, 5.9, 6.9 kind of QoS measure. Even though they are kind of spike up in the some QoS, we can provide very stable latency QoS. I dare to say we can deliver the best QoS in this industry, while we can keep the power budget, while we can deliver the maximum performance. So there is some kind of a trade-off between power, performance, QoS. I can deliver QoS if I don't consider the power or performance easily. I can deliver the performance quite easily without consideration of power. But we need to balance all three, right? We need to consider QoS, we need to consider power, you need to consider performance. Combining that, I can say I'm developing the good product. I'm developing the right value to customer. Without missing any of that, I don't want to say that's a good product. That is what we are building. But that is not enough. As I said, many companies are saying about, oh, NAND is too slow. Latency, okay, latency QoS is good, but NAND latency is not enough. We understand. So we would like to go further. So in this FMS, we also announced that our XL Flash-based SSD, thanks to the Toshiba's XL Flash, we can make the good product. So our drive deliver that performance. You can see this live demo in our booth now. Power is just kind of that less than 6.5 watt. You can meet that kind of performance. Right? I think that should be better than Intel's Optane. I can say that. Latency, there is some gap, but we will make it better. But already, that performance, you've never seen that number before. Can you imagine that over 800 KIOPS in less than 5 watts? Can you imagine that more than 300 KIOPS in random write performance with less than 6.5 watt? That's what we are delivering. I think that is quite important for data center customers. But as I said, basic thing is power, performance, QoS. After meeting that, you have a right to talk about the features. Without that, it's not good. It's same like things like, if you are really kind of fat, okay, I would like to have some kind of the accessories. That doesn't look good. If you are in a good shape, very small accessory can make you very sexy. That's kind of important thing. So before talking about the features, you need to fix that three things. Then we can talk about the features. Okay, let's talk about the features. Many people saying that many features, but we already done all features here. Our controller can support all these features. That is one of our demo of the IOD. It's already implemented. I would like to say our competitor need to follow up. We cannot sell this function to our customer. Reason why is no one really interested in the single vendor, particularly when we are very small. So we cannot sell this feature to our customer. I need to ask my competitors to build this to add more value for our SSD. That's what I would like to ask. Okay. So that's kind of the thing that we can bring to the table. Performance, power, QoS, features. After having all of them, you can say we are innovating this industry. we can provide the better value to our customer. That's what we are doing. That's also I would like to ask all companies in this industry. We should move it forward. Then we can innovate. Then we can create more value. Then we can get more value. Then we can see real era of SSD. That's what we are trying to build. So I would like to somewhat more about introduce my business model. So we are trying to give the freedom to our customer as much as possible. So if there is any customer that would like to work with us, you can tell which NAND you'd like to use. We can support Toshiba, Micron, SK Hynix NAND, and the more NAND if possible, but by far we can support all three NAND. At the same time, some companies are asking us, oh, can I get the controller? Can I get the controller plus firmware? Some companies are come back, oh, can I get the full turnkey solution? Or some companies ask, oh, can I get the full SSD? We can deliver any flexibility. So whatever you want, you can get. Any form factor, any feature, any performance, any power, any NAND, any kind of the business model, we can deliver. We can give you full freedom. That is kind of what you'd like to bring to the table. So that is what we are doing here, and that's why I'm standing here. So one thing that I'd like to ask is, we know we are a small company. We cannot change this industry. But to change this industry, I have strong confidence that we are moving in the right direction. So I need to ask my competitors to follow us. That is the right way. Other than that, we cannot really meet our customers. That's what I would like to ask my colleagues, my partners, my competitors, and my customers. So let's wrap up. As I said, many people talking about the era of SSD. Probably if you work properly, we can really see this future, right? That is what every single person in this industry is dreaming of. That is vision of this industry. That is vision of my company, and that is vision of me. To make it happen, as I said, we need to do it properly. We need to utilize the bandwidth. You need to keep the power budget. You need to deliver the right QoS. We need to deliver the real innovation. After doing that, we can expect this one. I really want to make it happen. I need to ask all of them in here, everyone in here, to follow the direction that we are heading. That is the right direction. That's what I'm thinking, what I'm believing. So I ask, any of this company in this industry should follow this direction. That's what I would like to say today. That is a key message. Lastly, I would like to summarize our product line. So today we announced the BRAVO XL and the BRAVO. It's just kind of the PCIe Gen3 product, but we are launching more lineup is coming. PCIe Gen4, the Everest XL, and the QLC-based Everest Q will be delivered next year. Also, we are considering the NVDIMM based on the XL Flash. So some people are asking that, is it really XL Flash is worse? I would like to say yes. Think about the kind of the price range. Last year, the DRAM price is around $7 to $8 per gigabyte. 3D XPoint is around $1.5. Then NAND is around $0.2. That was the last year's situation. In that case, I can say the 3D XPoint is an appropriate price range. But today, situation is very different. DRAM is just $2. 3D XPoint is $1. Is it really appropriate price gap? I'm not sure. But in the case of NAND price is just 6 or 7 cents now. Then XL Flash, just 30 cents or 40 cents now. Then I would like to say XL Flash is in a really sweet spot between DRAM and NAND rather than 3D XPoint. So I think that if we need to develop the NVDIMM, XL Flash will be the right product, so we will drive it. So we will announce that product in 2021. That's our roadmap. So we will work with that direction. We will announce the product to fill every single need of this customer segment. Then I would like to see this future really soon. That's what we are doing. That's what I would like to ask you to achieve together. Thank you very much.